Good morning friends. In today's class we are going to start a new topic called as application of derivatives. In application of derivatives again we are having lot of subtopics. The main subtopic is tangent and normals. In 11th class we learned about tangent and normal in coordinate geometry. What do you mean by a tangent? If suppose I take a curve, call that curve as y is equal to f of x. If I draw a straight line in such a way that this particular straight line touches the curve at a single point, that means touches the curve at this particular point or at a particular point, then you can call this straight line as tangent to the curve. Now any line perpendicular to the tangent, to the curve is known as, any line perpendicular to the tangent to the curve is known as normal. And if suppose y is equal to f of x is our curve, then dy by dx is equal to f dash x represents slope of the tangent of the curve. And if suppose a point is given to us, we need to require the equation of the tangent to the curve, then how we can find out means we should use a formula y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1, where m is nothing but dy by dx. All these things we have learned in our 11th class. So once again we shall start doing numericals based on this particular chapter, tangent and normals. A small question we will be taking. He is asking us to find the slope of the tangent to the curve y is equal to x cube minus x at x is equal to 2. So what should we do means, given y is equal to x cube minus x, we differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to x cube ka derivative 3x square minus 1. Now dy by dx always represents slope, but we are required to find slope of the tangent to the curve at the point x is equal to 2. That means wherever we are having x, we need to substitute that particular value. That means dy by dx at x is equal to 2 is given as 3 into 2 square minus 1. That means 3 into 4, 12. 12 minus 1 is 11. Therefore, slope of the tangent to the curve is always given by dy by dx, and the value is obtained as 11. Right. Another problem we shall be seeing. Find the slope of the tangent and normal to the curve y equal to 2x square plus 3 sin x at x is equal to 0. Right. How we will be doing means, given y is equal to 2x square plus 3 sin x. From this I shall differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to 4x plus 3 cos x, because x square ka derivative 4, x square ka derivative 2x, 2x into 2 4x, sin x ka derivative cos x, so 4x plus 3 cos x. Now later what I will be doing means, this is a slope, dy by dx always represents slope, but we require slope of the tangent at the particular point x is equal to 0. So what I will be doing means, dy by dx at x is equal to 0 I will be finding out. Dy by dx at x is equal to 0 means wherever we are finding x, there we need to keep 0. That means what happens, 4 into 0 plus 3 into cos 0. That means 4 into 0, 0. 3 into cos 0 means 3 into 1, so that will be 3. Therefore, dy by dx at x is equal to 0 is 3. That is nothing but slope of tangent. And it is given by m. But here I will write as m1. But we know that tangent is perpendicular to normal, or normal is perpendicular to tangent. Let the slope of normal be m2. But we know that tangent slope and normal slope, and tangent and normal are perpendicular to each other. Therefore, what I will be doing, m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. Because two lines are perpendicular, if and only if product of slopes equal to minus 1. But m1 what I obtained, 3. m2. m2 means as usual that is equal to minus 1. That implies m2 is equal to minus 1 by 3, which is the slope of the normal. Slope of the tangent is 3 and slope of the normal is minus 1 by 3. So whenever we are asked to find slope of the normal, try to find slope of the tangent and then apply the condition m1 m2 equal to minus 1. Then you will be getting the required answer. Right now we shall be seeing a very short answer question, which is very important. Find the points on the curve x square by 4 plus y square by 25 equal to 1 at which tangents are parallel to x-axis and tangents are parallel to y-axis. If you could observe carefully, the curve is generally representing an ellipse. What it tells means, suppose this is the required ellipse, right? We need to find the equation of the tangent which is parallel to x-axis. That means we need to find the equation of this particular line, right? And another time we need to find the equation of the tangents which are parallel to y-axis. Which are parallel to y-axis means the line goes like this, or the line goes like this, right? So we shall try to solve this particular problem. Now how we will be doing means, given x square by 4 plus y square by 25 equal to 1. I want to find the derivative. X square derivative 2x by 4 plus 2y by 25 into dy by dx equal to 0. So what happens finally? This is x by 2 plus or what I will be doing means, just I will eliminate 2. So what happens? X by 4 plus y by 25 into dy by dx equal to 0. So from here what can I tell? Y by 25 into dy by dx is equal to minus x by 4. So later dy by dx is equal to minus 25x divided by 4y. Once again I am repeating, x square derivative 2x by 4, y square derivative 2y by 25 into dy by dx is equal to 0. So 2 I am eliminating, that means sending to that side. So what happens? X by 4 plus y by 25 into dy by dx is equal to 0. So y by 25 dy by dx is equal to minus x by 4. So dy by dx is equal to minus 25x divided by 4y. Now in the first problem, what given? Given tangent is parallel to x-axis. Tangent is parallel to x-axis. Tangent is parallel to x-axis means slope of the tangent is equal to slope of the x-axis. That means slope of tangent is equal to slope of x-axis. But slope of x-axis is 0 and slope of tangent is minus 25x by 4y. So cross multiplication, minus 25x is equal to 0. So finally we will be getting the value of x is equal to 0. As we are getting the value of x is equal to 0, we will be getting y values by substituting in the curve. When I substitute all these things in the curve, what happens? Y square is equal to 25 and I will be getting y is equal to plus or minus 5. Therefore points can be 0, 5 or 0, minus 5. Now we will be doing I will be substituting x is equal to 0 in the given curve. Now what I will be doing, put x is equal to 0 in 1. If I put x is equal to 0 in 1, what happens? Y square by 25 equal to 1, so equal to 1. So what happens? Y square is equal to 25. That implies y is equal to plus or minus y. Therefore points on the curve, therefore final conclusion here I am writing, therefore points on the curve where the tangents are parallel to x-axis, is given by when I say plus or minus 5 is there, so one point will be 0, 5 and another point will be 0, minus 5. I think you are clear with this. Now, if suppose in the second question what is telling parallel to y-axis, that means the slope of tangent, how we should write, given tangent is parallel to y-axis. I am continuing here, given tangent is parallel to y-axis. That means slope of the tangent is equal to slope of y-axis. Slope of y-axis is always undefined. As it is undefined, I will be taking 1 by 0. As if I take 1 by 0, then what happens? I can cross multiply. If I cross multiply, what I will be getting? Finally here, cross multiplying, what I will be getting? 4y equal to 0. 4y equal to 0 means what happens? Y equal to 0. Now what I will be doing? Put y equal to 0 in 1. If I put y is equal to 0 in 1, then what happens? X square by 4 plus 0 by 25 equal to 1. So for us what remains? X square by 4 equal to 1. X square by 4 equal to 1 means what happens? X square is equal to 4. X square is equal to 4. X square is equal to 4 means what happens? X is equal to plus or minus 2. Therefore, finally, what should I write? Points on the curve where tangents are parallel to y-axis. Tangents on the curve where points on the curve where tangents are parallel to y-axis are given by this time. In place of x, first time I need to take 0, y means always 0, and here I need to take minus 2, and here it becomes 0. So it's a very, very important problem. Everyone pay attention while doing this problem. Right, now we shall be seeing another good problem. We need to find the equation of tangent and normal to the curve x power 2 by 3 plus y power 2 by 3 equal to 1 at 1 comma 1. So here given x power 2 by 3 plus y power 2 by 3 equal to 1. So differentiate with respect to x. So 2 by 3 into x power 2 by 3 minus 1 plus 2 by 3 into y power 2 by 3 minus 1 into dy by dx equal to 0. Now I think 2 by 3 can move to that side. So what happens? X power minus 1 by 3, because 2 by 3 minus 1 will be minus 1 by 3, plus y power minus 1 by 3 into dy by dx will be equal to 0. So what happens finally? Y power minus 1 by 3 dy by dx is equal to x power minus 1 by 3. That means minus x power minus 1 by 3. So what happens? Dy by dx is equal to minus x power minus 1 by 3 divided by y power minus 1 by 3. So this value I call it as m. Right. So therefore finally what happens? Therefore dy by dx at 1 comma 1 is given by, I think, minus 1 power minus 1 by 3 divided by 1 power minus 1 by 3, that will be minus 1. That means I can conclude slope of tangent is equal to m1, that is equal to minus 1, and slope of normal that is equal to m2, that is equal to 1, because m1 into m2 is equal to 1. Product of slope and product of slopes of tangent and slope of normal, when I multiply, should get as minus 1. Therefore now I will be finding out equation of tangent. Therefore equation of tangent is y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. So point is 1 comma 1. So y minus 1 is equal to minus 1 into x minus 1. So what happens finally? Y minus 1 is equal to minus x plus 1. So what happens? X plus y, minus x coming to this side means x plus y minus 2 equal to 0. Now I need to find equation of normal. How can I find equation of normal? Means here I am doing the same formula I need to apply. Therefore equation of normal means y minus y1 is equal to, here what happens? Slope means I'll write like this, minus 1 by dy by dx into x minus x1. So finally what happens? That implies y minus 1 is equal to minus 1 by minus 1 into x minus 1. So finally what happens, that is implies y minus 1 is equal to minus minus will be getting cancelled. So 1 into x minus 1. So y minus 1 is equal to x minus 1, minus minus 1 gets cancelled. So finally slope of the normal is x is equal to, equation of the normal is x is equal to y. It's an important one, please copy. Now we shall be seeing another important problem. The tangent to the curve y is equal to 2x square minus 7x plus 3 at certain point is parallel to the straight line y is equal to x plus 2. Find the equation of this tangent and the point where it cuts y-axis. If you could observe carefully from the 11th coordinate geometry, I find this curve to be a parabola and coefficient of x square is 2, that means it is positive. That means it is a parabola which is opening upwards. And now we shall read the question. Tangent to the curve at certain point. Let that point, I will call it as x1 comma y1. E is parallel, that means tangent at this particular point, E is parallel to the line y is equal to x plus 2. We need to find this particular equation and this point where it cuts and the point where the tangent cuts y-axis. So from this figure we get an idea that two lines are parallel. Two lines are parallel means their slopes are equal. That means slope of this line is same as slope of this line. If you could observe carefully, this line is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. It is of the form, this line is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. As it is of the form y is equal to mx plus c, while comparing I can get m is equal to 1. I will be getting m is equal to 1. That means slope of this particular line is 1. Then definitely I can tell slope of this line is also equal to 1, right? Keep this in mind before solving the problem. So now I will try to solve the problem. Given y is equal to 2x square minus 7x plus 3. So what happens? I will be finding out dy by dx. dy by dx is 4x minus 7. That means dy by dx indicates slope of the tangent. That this is nothing but slope of tangent. But tangent line is parallel to y is equal to x plus 2. That implies both slopes are equal. That implies both slopes are equal. Both slopes are equal means slope of this line is 1 and slope of our tangent is obtained by 4x minus 1. So 7 moving to this side, 4x is equal to 8. That means we obtained x is equal to 2. So we got x is equal to 2, right? So we need to put this particular x is equal to 2 in our curve. Then we will be getting the value of y. Therefore let x is equal to 2, if I call this as 1 in 1. So what I will be getting, y is equal to 2 into 2 square. So 8, because 2 into 2 square means 2 into 4 8 minus 7 into 2 plus 3. So 8 plus 3 is 11, 11 minus 14 minus 3. So y is equal to minus 3. Therefore coordinates of point on the curve. Coordinates of point on the curve is one coordinate is what? 2 comma minus 3. So we obtained a point on the curve as 2 comma minus 3. First point is known and slope is known. So I can develop the equation of a tangent. So here I am doing, therefore equation of a tangent. This continuation I am doing here. I am putting one star mark. Therefore equation of tangent y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. Point is for us 2 comma 3. That means y plus 3 is equal to slope is 1 is equal to x minus 2. So what happens? Y plus 3 is equal to x minus 2. So x minus y उधर गए तो minus y, 3 sending to that side means it becomes x minus y minus 5 equal to 0. So we obtained equation of the tangent. But we need to find the point where it cuts y-axis. Where the tangent is cutting y-axis means definitely on y-axis x coordinate will be 0. Therefore, what happens? Our point will be, therefore, point on y-axis. Point on y-axis. That means in place of x we need to put 0. That means 0. And in place of x, if I put 0, what I'll be getting? Minus y minus 5 equal to 0. That means minus y is equal to 5. Y value will be minus 5. So point on y-axis will be 0 comma minus 5 and equation of tangent will be x minus y minus 5 equal to 0. Please note. Right, now we shall be seeing another topic in tangent at normals known as angle between the intersection of two curves. So angle between the intersection of two curves is defined as angle between their tangents at their point of intersection. Angle between their tangents at their point of intersection, we call it as angle of intersection of two curves. When angle between their point of intersection with the respective tangents is 90 degrees, then we can call those curves are orthogonal curves. That means two curves cut each other orthogonally when angle between their tangents at their point of intersection is 90 degrees, then we can call those curves as orthogonal curves. Good morning friends. In today's class we shall be continuing with our yesterday's topic, tangent and normals. In a previous class, yesterday I said when can you tell two curves cut each other orthogonally? Two curves cut each other orthogonally when angle between the two curves is 90 degrees. Angle between two curves means angle between two curves at their point of intersection. Angle between two curves at their point of intersection means at their point of intersection you might be drawing two straight lines. If you take angle between those two, that means if it is 90 degrees, then we can call two curves are cutting each other orthogonally. Now we shall see how to solve this particular problem. It's an important concept. Given x cube minus 3xy square is equal to a. Here a and b are constants. I call this as number 1, and another curve 3x square y minus y cube is equal to b. I call it as number 2. Differentiate with respect to x. Differentiate with respect to x, both the curves. That means what happens? X cube differentiation 3x square, and here 3xy square is there, so definitely we need to apply UV rule. So what happens? 3x into y square means 2y into dy by dx plus here y square into 3x derivative. 3x derivative is 3 and definitely this will be equal to 0 for us. So what happens? 3x square minus of 6xy dy by dx plus 3y square equal to 0. Now finally what happens? This whole thing I will throw that side. So what happens? 3x square is equal to 6xy dy by dx plus 3y square. Now 3y square coming to this side, then what happens? 3x square minus 3y square divided by 6xy upon dy by dx. So what happens? 3 I can take common in numerator. So what happens finally? X square minus y square divided by 2xy into dy by dx. Now I will call this as number 3. I will call this as number 3. I will write little bit bigger. Next, similarly here also curve 2, differentiate with respect to 2x. differentiate with respect to x. So what happens? Similarly 3x square y this time. So 3x square into y means dy by dx plus y into 6x. 3x square means 6x. And here what happens? Y cube means 3y square dy by dx is equal to 0. So finally what happens? 3x square minus 3y square into dy by dx is equal to 6xy. So finally later what I will be doing means dy by dx is equal to 6xy, going to that side means I can write it as minus 6xy. So dy by dx into I'll go like this, that is equal to minus 6xy divided by 3 into x square minus y square. Now 1 is 3 1s are 3 2s are. So finally what happens? Dy by dx is equal to minus 2xy by x square minus y square. In general, dy by dx, what we discussed, it represents a slope of the tangent to the curve. If suppose this dy by dx, I call it as m1, and if this one I call it as m2, and if I call alpha comma beta as the point of intersection, if I call alpha comma beta as point of intersection, then it happens like this. Let alpha comma beta be the point of intersection. Alpha comma beta be the point of intersection means what happens? Dy by dx, that means is equal to m1 at the point alpha comma beta means I can write it as alpha square minus beta square by 2 alpha beta. That means in place of x I substituted alpha and in place of y I substituted beta. Similarly, dy by dx at alpha comma beta for the slope m2 means I can write it as minus 2 alpha beta divided by alpha square minus beta square. Therefore, later what happens? I want to multiply m1 into m2. If I multiply m1 into m2, what happens? Alpha square minus beta square by 2 alpha beta into minus 2 alpha beta by alpha square minus beta square. I think everything will be getting cancelled. So finally there remains m1 m2 equal to minus 1. Therefore what can I tell? The two curves, that implies 1 and 2 cut each other perpendicularly or orthogonally. Cut each other perpendicularly. This is the symbol. Going to see another important problem. Find the angle of intersection of the curves y is equal to x square and y square is equal to x. Now here in earlier problem they asked to prove that the angle of intersection of two curves is 90 degrees. That means we need to show in earlier problem the two curves cut each other orthogonally or two curves cut each other perpendicularly. But here now he is asking us to find angle of intersection of the curves. Let us see how can we solve this problem. So again here given y is equal to x square and y square is equal to x. Now again here I need to differentiate with respect to x. So dy by dx is equal to 2x and 2y into, I want to differentiate this particular curve. So 2y into dy by dx is equal to 1. So finally here dy by dx will be 2x and here dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2y. If I call this particular thing dy by dx is equal to 2x is equal to m1 and here dy by dx is equal to 1 by 2y is equal to m2, what can I observe means m1 m2 is not equal to minus 1. That means two curves doesn't cut each other perpendicularly or orthogonally. as two curves doesn't cut each other orthogonally at a random point, I want to find the point of intersection of the two curves. So for this, what I will be doing means, I want to solve the curves 1 and 2. How can I do means, solve 1 and 2. Solving 1 and 2 means what happens? Here y is equal to x square and here y square is equal to x. So we should be very, very careful. So y is equal to x square is there. So what I'll be doing means, in equation 2 I'll be substituting in place of y x square. So what happens, x square whole square is becoming as x. That means x power 4 is equal to x. That means I can go like this, x power 4 minus x is equal to 0. If x power 4 minus x is equal to 0 is coming, then what happens? X into x cube minus 1 equal to 0. That means x is equal to 0 and x cube minus 1 equal to 0. I will put comma. So what happens? X is equal to 0. X cube minus 1 means it is like a cube minus b cube. So I will be using the formula a minus b into x square plus x plus 1 equal to 0, because a cube minus b cube means a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. If you want, you can verify also. So what happens, from here I can have x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1, and this I doesn't require. Why I doesn't require means we will be getting imaginary roots. Getting imaginary roots, how can we decide means discriminant is less than 0. If you could observe carefully, b square minus 4ac is less than 0, therefore we are getting imaginary roots. But here we are concerned with real number system, therefore I am taking x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So what happens when x is equal to 0? When x is equal to 0 in 1, I am getting y is equal to 0. Therefore what happens? Point of intersection, one point of intersection I got as what? 0, 0. Now when x is equal to 1, what happens? In 1 only I will be substituting. What happens? I am getting another point as y is equal to 1. Therefore here point of intersection, here what I am getting? Point of intersection as 1, 1. Now we are required to find the angle of intersection of the curves. So if we find the angle of intersection of the curves at 0, 0 and at 1, 1, our problem finishes. That means before solving this, I want to find slopes of those particular tangents at the point 0, 0. So what I will be doing means, now dy by dx at 0, 0, dy by dx at 0, 0, that means if I call this as 3 and this as 4, or this I will call as 3 and this I will call as 4 for our convenience. So dy by dx at 0, 0, I will call this, still what I will be doing means I will be calling now 3 implies m1, that m1 value will be 0 and m2 value will be 1 by 0. 1 by 0 means undefined. That means one slope is equal to 0. One slope is equal to 0 means horizontal line, and another slope is undefined. Another slope is undefined means it is a vertical line. That means definitely what can I tell? Angle between these two curves at the point 0, 0 is 90 degrees. Once again I am repeating, m1 equal to 0, it's a very important point, you should remember. m1 equal to 0 means it's an horizontal line, m2 equal to 1 by 0 means it's a vertical line. That means angle between these two lines is 90 degrees, and these two lines corresponding to our curves only. Therefore what can I conclude? At this particular point 0, 0, the two curves cut each other orthogonally. Therefore that implies the two curves cut each other orthogonally at 0 comma 0. Now we shall see what will be the angle at the point of intersection of 1 comma 1. Now what I will be doing means, now 3 implies m1 is equal to 3 implies m1 is equal to 2. What is that point? At 1 comma 1. And 4 implies m2 is equal to at the point 1 comma 1 will be 1 by 2. So we got m1 is equal to 2 at 1 comma 1 and m2 is equal to 1 by 2 at 1 comma 1. Therefore I want to find angle between the curves. So our formula will be tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2. So I am keeping modulus. So what happens? 2 minus 1 by 2 by 1 plus 2 into 1 by 2. So 2 minus 1 by 2 will be 3 by 2. 3 by 2 divided by 2. So finally it will be 3 by 4. So tan theta is equal to 3 by 4. Finally I can conclude theta is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. This I am writing theta is equal to tan inverse of 3 by 4. Very slowly I am writing because space is not available. Tan inverse of 3 by 4. So we can conclude that angle of intersection between the two curves y is equal to x square and y square is equal to x square will be theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4 other than the origin. Very important problem, please note it. Right, we shall see another beautiful problem. In the first problem we had seen two curves touch each other orthogonally. In the second time we had seen the problem, we had seen the two curves touch each other at some other point of intersection where we have found the angle as theta is equal to tan inverse 3 by 4. Here now he is telling us to show the two curves touch each other. Touch each other means definitely their angle between the two curves should be equal to 0, right? Let us try this. Now given xy is equal to a square and x square plus y square is equal to 2a square. So from this I can put y is equal to a square by x and x square plus y square is equal to 2a square. So what happens? Y is equal to a square by x, and here I try to put this, so x square, so it happens as a power 4 by x square is equal to 2a square. I will try to solve this. So x power 4 plus a power 4 is equal to 2a square x square. So x power 4 minus 2a square x square plus a power 4 is equal to 0. So this turns down to x square minus a square whole square equal to 0. That means what happens? X square is equal to a square. So definitely I can write this as x is equal to plus or minus a. That means I got two values of x. One is x is equal to plus a and when I got x is equal to minus a. Now here we should be very careful. Here itself I am continuing. When x is equal to a, what I am getting? I will be substituting here. When x is equal to a, y is equal to a. Therefore one point of intersection I got as a comma a. Now when x is equal to minus a, if I substitute here, what happens? Y is equal to minus a. That means another point of intersection is minus a comma minus a. Once again I am telling up to here what we have done. Xy is equal to a square and x square plus y square is equal to 2a square. Y is equal to a square by x and x square plus y square is equal to 2a square. In place of y I substituted a square by x. So y is equal to a square by x and x square plus a power 4 by x square is equal to 2a square. So x power 4 plus a power 4 is equal to 2a square x square. X power 4 minus 2a square x square plus a power 4 equal to 0. it is looking like a minus b whole square. So finally I got x is equal to plus or minus a. I substituted in the given curve, so I got 2 points of intersection. One point of intersection is a comma a, and another point of intersection is minus a comma minus a. Now what I will be doing means, I will call this as 1 and I will call this as 2. Now 1 implies x into dy by dx plus y is equal to 0. That means dy by dx is equal to minus pi by x. So dy by dx at a comma a, because one point of intersection is a comma a, I'll be getting as minus a by a, that is equal to minus 1. So dy by dx at a comma a is equal to minus 1, and this one I call it as m1. Now similarly I'll take 2. 2 implies 2x plus 2y into dy by dx is equal to 0. That means 2y into dy by dx is equal to minus 2x. So dy by dx is equal to minus x by y. But the point dy by dx at minus 1 comma minus 1, sorry, at 1 comma 1, at 1 comma 1 will be also be equal to minus 1. That means here we are getting both slopes equal to each other. That means dy by dx, dy by dx, dy by dx at the point a comma a, here a comma a I will take, anyhow I will be getting minus 1 only. At a comma a is equal to minus 1, that is equal to m2. So if you could observe carefully, clearly I can tell m1 minus m2 will be equal to 0. That means when I apply the formula tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 by 1 plus m1 m2, I am getting equal to 0. So clearly tan theta equal to 0. That means theta equal to 0. That means the two curves touch each other. Similarly, for the point minus a comma a, the two curves touch each other. I will write like this, touch each other. Like this you need to represent in the paper. Now we shall see some higher order thinking problem. Show that the curves 2x is equal to y square and 2x is equal to y cut at right angles if k square is equal to 8. That means finally I need to show k square is equal to 8 provided the two curves cut each other at right angles. So what I will be doing, given 2x is equal to y square, so what happens, 2 is equal to 2y is equal to dy by dx. So finally what I will be getting, dy by dx is equal to 1 by y. I call this as 1. Now later here also we shall see 2xy is equal to k given for us. That means xy is equal to k by 2. So x into dy by dx plus y equal to 0. So finally dy by dx is equal to minus y by x. Now I call this as 1 and this as 2. I will change the numbering. This as 3 and this particular box as 4. Now I try to solve 1 and 2. Given y square is equal to 2x, or else 2x is equal to y by k. So what happens, from 2 y is equal to k by 2x, put y is equal to k by 2x in 1. So what happens if I go like that, 2x is equal to k square by 4x square. That implies 8x cube is equal to k square. So, but I want the value of x. So, what happens? X cube is equal to k square by 8, and here I will continue. That implies x is equal to x cube is equal to k square by 8. So, x is equal to what happens? K square by 8 whole power 1 by 3. So, finally what I am getting? X is equal to k power 2 by 3 by 2. Why? Because 8 power 1 by 3 is 2. Once again I am telling what we have done so far. 2x is equal to y square. Differentiate with respect to x means 2 is equal to 2y into dy by dx. So, dy by dx is equal to 1 by y. And 2xy is equal to k, xy is equal to k by 2, and here I found dy by dx is equal to minus y by x. So, if I call this as m1 and if I call this as m2, I got two slopes, but I need to require the point of intersection. For finding the point of intersection, I said y is equal to k by 2x, put y is equal to k by 2x in 1. So, then what happened? 2x is equal to y is equal to k by 2x means I got as k square by 4x square. So, what happens? Cross multiplication, 8x cube is equal to k square. So, x cube is equal to k square by 8 and x is equal to k power 2 by 3 by 2. So, I got the coordinate of x, but I want the coordinate of y. So, finding the coordinate of y, it will be easy for me to substitute in 1. So, what I will be doing? Put x is equal to k power 2 by 3 by 2 in 1. So, here I am continuing. That implies, therefore, 1 implies 2 into, in place of x, k power 2 by 3 by 2 is equal to y square. So, 2 will be getting cancelled. Finally, I got y square is equal to k power 2 by 3. That means y is equal to k power 2 by 3 whole power 1 by 2, because raising to the power. So, finally, y is equal to k power 1 by 3. Therefore, coordinates of point of intersection are k power 2 by 3 by 2 comma k power 1 by 3. So, I got point of intersection in terms of k as k power 2 by 3 by 2 comma k power 1 by 3. Therefore, I can find now m1. Therefore, m1 is equal to 1 by y, because from 3. So, 1 by y means 1 by k power 1 by 3. And later again m2 is equal to minus y by x. So, finally what I will be getting? K power 1 by 3 by k power 2 by 3 by 2. So, this can be written as k power 1 by 3 into 2 upon k power 2 by 3. So, finally what happens? That is equal to k power 2 by 3 going up means k power 1 by 3 minus k power 2 by 3. So, what happens? K power 1 by 3 minus k power 2 by 3 means k power minus 1 by 3. So, this also finally gives rise to 2 power 2 upon k power 1 by 3. Now, here he had given, we need to show two curves cut each other at right angles if k square is equal to 8. That means finally my target is to show k square is equal to 8. So, what happens? Two curves cut each other at right angles means two curves cut at right angles. That implies I can tell m1 m2 is equal to minus 1. So, m1 means 1 by k power 1 by 3 into 2 power k power 1 by 3 is equal to minus 1. That means 2 is equal to k minus k power 2 by 3, because 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 will be 2 by 3. Now what I will be doing? Cubing on both sides. Cubing on both sides means here I think a minus will be there continuously. Here minus, and here minus, and here one minus for us. So minus minus gets cancelled. So just remains k. So cubing on both sides means 2 cube is equal to k power 2 by 3 whole cube. So 2 cube means 8 and 3 will be getting cancelled. Finally k square I got. So k square is equal to 8. Very important problem. It's an higher order thinking problem. Please copy.